overcoming resistance so you can be all that you're meant to be. My name is Adrienne Grace. I am a mindset and high performance coach and an intuitive, and today I want to talk about something that every single human on this planet experiences, and that is resistance. So what is resistance? Resistance is that feeling or those thoughts that come up of, oh, I'll start tomorrow, or I don't have time to do it, or just the block, the thing that prevents people from doing the thing that they actually want to do. You may have heard the quote that the most expensive piece of real estate is the graveyard, because that's where so many dreams go to die. And I truly believe that, because there are so many times where I get an idea or an inspiration on something and I don't act on it. And the longer that I wait to act on it, the more resistance comes up, the harder it becomes to actually do, because then the mind starts stepping in, right? The mind starts saying, well, how are you going to do that? And is anybody going to show up? And how is that possible? And what about XYZ? And maybe you might lose money. Maybe you might fail. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, the mind is going to chime in to keep you where you are. Now, something really important to know about the human mind and the brain and how it works is one of the first things that the brain is trying to do is protect. So it's always trying to protect you. But we are living with very ancient technology. Our brain has not caught up to the modern world. We don't have threats like a lion around the corner or being ousted from a tribe, which meant death. That is no longer happening, yet our brain still thinks that those are real threats. And so it's trying to protect us all the time. And it's protecting us by keeping us comfortably where we are. If you ever find yourself mindlessly scrolling, overeating, drinking, using substances, and just numbing out, it's because it's really painful to not truly express yourself, to have these dreams within you just starting to die. And I believe that this resistance is what keeps so many people from creating, and again then leads us to a lot of really destructive behaviors. So what can you do about it? Well, first of all, recognize that it's not unique to you and that there's nothing wrong with you because you're experiencing resistance. In fact, again, I think it's a rite of passage. It's a necessity. It's something that every single human on this planet dealt with, is resistance. I mean, if you think about even somebody like Vincent van Gogh or Beethoven, they probably had a resistance in creating their art. And it's just something that everyone experiences. How many pieces of artwork or compositions did they have in them that they didn't actually fully finish because of resistance? So just know that people are not without resistance. They just move anyway. And that is what you want to train yourself to do. You want to train yourself to notice the resistance and be able to have a different relationship with it, not allow it to run you. Notice the tricks that the mind plays on you when you want to do something really important to you, or when you want to do something creative, or you're excited about a new project, or you want to start a new habit. Maybe it has to do with your spiritual growth or your health, or just anything that's going to grow you in some way. It's that old self clinging on that is causing that resistance. It's the mind. It's the past coming in, thinking about all the times that you failed before and what if it doesn't work out. And it keeps you in this place of never fully living up to your potential. So every day I want you to notice as this resistance comes up and see if you can do just one uncomfortable thing. Do one thing. Maybe it's getting up in the morning and working out when you would rather be sleeping. Maybe it's sitting down for meditation when you would rather not. Maybe it's journaling when you don't have anything to say. Maybe it's putting a post out or a video out on social media that, wow, it's something that you really wanted to do and just never really got around to doing it. Can you just take these little baby steps, or maybe even a cold plunge, actually, because that is something that you're going to have to overcome resistance. It's very uncomfortable. Whatever you can do to start strengthening that muscle. And as you strengthen that muscle, it does become quote unquote easier. I don't think resistance ever goes away. I think we just start to relate to it in a different way. I know for me, I've overcome a lot of resistance in my own life, leaving my high-paying corporate job where I was making $500,000 a year and starting my own business, putting myself out there on social media, which I was such a private person, I never did before, even making videos on YouTube. This was something that I have resistance to. And actually, I haven't even created a video in several weeks because of resistance. And for me, resistance has been showing up as I don't have time, which is silly because we actually have so much time, especially if we really take an honest look at how much time we're spending on our phones, on social media, on things that maybe aren't in line with our dreams or working on our dreams. So where is this coming up for you? Where is this resistance coming up for you? And know that the more important the goal is to your soul's journey here on planet Earth, the more resistance there's going to be. So the more resistance there is actually a sign to do the thing, to keep going, to push against it, because it means that it's really important. It's going to have a huge impact in your growth. And so I like to think about that too, that the more resistance there is not a sign that I shouldn't do it. That is the very sign that I should in fact do it, because it's going to have a huge output. Just like a wire, the more resistance there is, the more things are building up, and then the more power is going to surge through after. It's the same thing with you. So the more resistance there is, the more you're going to have an exponential result from doing the actual thing. I love looking at stories of people who created something from nothing, who had to overcome a lot, who were normal people who just started acting on an idea and started creating, whoever it is, whether it's Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. They all had to deal with these same things. The difference was they just didn't allow the resistance to stop them. They just got really honest with themselves and were able to move forward with what they wanted to do, and they felt like there was a mission on their heart. There is a mission on your heart. I know that there's something that you want to do, otherwise you wouldn't even be here watching this video. And I'm here to tell you that if that dream is in your heart, it is meant for you. You are meant to pursue that very thing. Even if it's something small like making YouTube videos. Start today, take an action, do the thing. If we wait till we feel like we're ready to do it, we will never do it. Nobody ever feels ready. Nobody ever feels really good. Maybe very few people. It all takes a hurdle, something to overcome in order to get to. And that's what makes the reward so much sweeter. That's what makes these stories so special about people who have conquered things, who have been able to achieve so much in their lives because they were able to overcome a lot. I mean, if you think about movies, there's so many movies about people who have overcome challenges to do something really extraordinary. And that's because we can relate to it. We feel it. We know that it's true. So this is your sign to do the thing that you've been wanting to do, to whatever it is, to overcome that resistance, to overcome that fear, overcome that self-doubt, overcome that procrastination, overcome that little voice that says you can start tomorrow. And another really good tool to help you to really overcome this and do the thing is to think about your own mortality. You don't have an infinite amount of time here on this planet in this physical body. You have a finite set of time, and really you can die tomorrow. You can get hit by a bus, something could happen. So what would you regret most? Think about that. Think about your own mortality. You don't have another 20, 30, 50, 75 years. You actually have no idea. The Buddha said that the only assurance in life is that you're going to die and that you don't know when. And I really love that, because if we really start pondering our immortality, if we start pondering the fact that we only have a limited time left, then we can start doing things amazing in the present moment. There's so many stories of people who get a life-threatening diagnosis. They only have 6 months to live, and then all of a sudden they start doing all the things that they never did before, and they get this new lease on life. They feel happier and lighter than they ever have. You can do that now. You don't have to wait for that life-changing diagnosis. You have that ability within you to just contemplate your mortality and realize that you have this one precious life. Don't squander it. So shut this video off and go do something really exciting. I hope this inspired you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. And I really appreciate you for watching.